What's that you say? What's inside this gigantic crate from China? Whoa, this is my first look at it. You guys are gonna be impressed. I've waited for over 6 months to get this crate from China. It's a horizontal knee mill that's brand new. It has power feeds, DRO, coolant, everything you could want in a knee mill. I don't know if you guys have ever priced it like I have. If you want to get a brand new knee mill here in the USA, the prices are astronomical, and most of them come from China. So if you guys are followers of the channel, you guys know that I occasionally purchase machinery from China just so we can check it out, review it on the channel, see if it's worth your money and time or not. And then I end up selling it for what I got into it and putting that money back into another buy. So did I make a good purchase with this knee mill? Let's find out. First things first, let's get it unboxed. Whoa, this thing is crazy. Wow, look at that. Brand new vertical knee mill. Power feeds, DRO. Wow. Let's get the bag off of it. Whoa, look at this thing. This is crazy. Check out the power feed on this axis. Power feed on this axis. Wow. Look at that. You got emergency stop, coolant. Look at the scale. Check out the scales down there. Wow. Look at that. Brand new 3-axis DRO, tool holder placement. I also had this machine converted to 220 3-phase so that we can run it here in the US. So that's why it took me a little bit longer to get this one, because I had to convert it for me. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at this. Everything's got Cosmoline on it. It's got an oiler here, manual oiler. Just pump it, oils everything. You can lower and raise the knee. Here's a work light. Wow, man. Here's the coolant nozzle. Look at that. Wow, I am highly impressed with this so far. I don't know about you guys, but I've never owned a brand new knee mill like this in my life. If you try to get one here in the US, like I said, they're like 30, 40, 50, 60 grand for ones imported from China. To be able to actually get this and check it out and review it is really cool. This machine looks awesome. Can't wait to turn it on, check it out. First things first, let's tilt the head back up. And to do this, I believe you loosen these 4 bolts right here. And then there's a bolt right here on top. And I think you crank that and the head should come up straight. So let's get that done. Wow, that thing moves super easy. Well, down at least. I'm gonna lift up on it and give it a little bit of help here. Just because it's so heavy. There we go, nice and easy. So over here on the side is the 0 gauges. This one's for the forward tilt, and then this one's for the sideways tilt. So we just want to get these matched up to 0. And then we should be pretty close to square. You got to put a dial indicator on there after that and bump it around and get it perfect. But let's just get it squared up for now. There we go. I got everything loosely trammed in there. Now the next thing to do is let's hook up some 3-phase power to this thing. See how it sounds. I got 3-phase power ran to it. Moment of truth. Oh, I hear something. Yo, look at the DRO working. I know it's flashing in the screen, but it's not here in person. Work light's working. Very nice. So let's see what happens if we just throw the switch. I guess this is gonna be forward. Okay, nothing. There must be something I'm not doing here. Don't roast me in the comments. I'm not too much of a manual guy, so is there a start button somewhere? Is that what this is? Oh, that's it. Yo, listen to that spindle. I can't even hear it. Wow. So then I guess to stop it, you just go off. And then if you want to reverse it, you do this. There it goes. Wow. I don't even hear it running. But it is. You can see the belts whipping in there. I'm going to be honest, I bought and sold and used some knee mills. I've never heard one with belt sound that quiet. That's crazy, but then again, I've never had a new one. So I wonder how to operate these power feeds here and which direction. That's on, right? That's on. What does it say? Please turn off the power feed switch while not in use. So feed is this way or that way? Oh, okay, that way. Oh, that's off, that's on. Whoa. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Look at that power feed. And this does have handles on this side and this side. Man, this is a nice machine. Like I said, there's actual little handles that go in there that are probably down in there. So you can get it faster. Look. Slower. Off. Direction this way. So this is jog right here. You can just jog it if you want. Or feed it. Wow, nice, man. Turn that off. So that's how you turn it off. Then I assume this one's the same way. That's on. Let's turn it down. There it goes. And it's coming forward. Turn it down. Wow, and then if you want, you can turn this and just jog it. Wow, man, this is nice. Turn it off. Turn that off. Really, really nice. And you know it will feed itself down and everything. Nice. And check out the DRO when you turn it. This is a super nice machine. It also comes with a vise. So inside of here is probably, I would imagine, some tools, tool holder, maybe some handles. Oh yeah, man, a oiler. Some tools, all the handles. Nice. Yep, here's handles. Here's the handle for here. So I don't see any tool holders in there. There's a clamp set right there. And then here is a machine vise. So maybe inside of here is some tool holders. Let's pull this out and check it out. Nice, so inside of there is a big heavy duty vise, man. Look at that thing. It looks like a Kurt vise, you know? Nice handle there. I don't see tool holders. So that sucks because without a tool holder, you can't really machine. I guess I will have to order a tool holder in. And I can't remember what it takes, but it's a pretty standard tool holder, so I'll just order one that takes collets and call it a day. So I ended up ordering an R8 ER32 collet chuck, and I did have to tap the end of this and drill it out a little bit because this one takes a 12 by 1.5 thread. So I just drilled that, tapped it. Looks like it's gonna work for us. Let me load up an end mill in here, get a chuck on here, and let's do some machining. All right, that should be all the way seated in there. What I got is, I think like a 1/2 inch 2-flute end mill I had laying around. It's probably not the best end mill, but it'll work. I got that in there. I got a piece of aluminum in here. I got a Kurt vise that I had. chucked up in here. I did raise the knee up. I changed the DRO over to inches from millimeters. So what I'm gonna do is turn it on, just kind of come up to it, zero it out, maybe run a thou depth in, and then let's power feed it, see how this thing machines. All right, I got that zeroed out. Let's turn this way down. Let's power feed it. Real slow. I don't want to go too slow because you know aluminum, if you go too slow, it'll get gummed up, so. See there, we're getting a little deflection. Also, I didn't zero in this chuck. I just kind of threw it up on here, so. It's not gonna be the best. Let's go in 2 thou. Depth of cut here. Now that's throwing a pretty good chip. Turn that feed up a little bit. Nice. This is gonna be 8 thou of total depth of cut. All right, let's rock that. That's throwing some pretty good chips. All right, so check that out. Made some pretty good cuts. Nice and smooth. No chatter, nothing crazy. The DRO worked perfect. I have no doubt that it will machine steel with no problem as well. You just get your feeds and speeds right. I'm not gonna sit and punish this machine because I am gonna sell it. I just wanted to get it in, check out the quality, make a video for you guys, and then sell it and move on and get something else so we can check that out. Now the big question answered. Where can you buy this? Through me. So if you're interested in this, it's about a 1/16 the cost as like a Sharp or something like that. Really, really affordable. If you're interested in this, send me an email below. I'll sell this to you for cost, and then we'll move on to ordering something else so we can check it out. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one.